Hey guys, Beute here to do an album review. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about the brand new record from OOMPH, Ritual, out January 18 on Napalm Records. This album has 14 tracks and is 56 minutes in length. What an incredible and uncompromising album this is. From a lyrical perspective, from a music perspective, this record holds no bars and it doesn't hold back at all on any single level. Aggressive, heavy, dark, melodic, with some pop elements, some techno elements. There is everything to be had within this record. They threw everything in the kitchen sink at their listeners with this record, and they did a wonderful job. This is a record that's very dynamic, very fluid. It's not linear at all. You get songs that are heavier, followed by a song that's almost more of a techno song, followed by a song that's very stripped down, very haunting, very dark. Then you get another heavier, more up-tempo, a more upbeat. It's all over the map. So from a listener's perspective, you never feel comfortable. You never feel like you know what's coming next. You never feel like that there's a sense of being predictable. This album is anything but predictable because you just never know what the next song is going to give you. Now, I've heard the album several times. Another key element of this record is that every time I heard the album, I've discovered something new. Either a cool riff that I didn't notice the first time around, a cool melody that it wasn't so as noticeable, a cool keyboard arrangement that I hadn't paid that much attention the first time that I went through it, something with the vocals. There is something. It's almost like every time you listen to this record, you will discover something new in some of the songs. Like there's always something, and that gives a fresh listening experience for the listener every time you're listening to the record. It doesn't feel repetitive. It doesn't feel like you're listening to the same album over and over again, because every time you listen is a brand new listening experience, because you're discovering something new that you hadn't discovered the previous time that you heard the track or you heard the album. As far as the lyric content is concerned, they talk about war, abuse, politics. In the nutshell, the world that we live around today pretty much is reflected on the lyrics of this album, and then it's also reflected into the music. The music and the lyrics really go together on this record to really paint a picture. Sometimes a dark, sometimes an aggressive, heavy, ominous, haunting picture, but a picture nevertheless. Also, Chris Harms from Lord of Lost is also featured on the track Europa, so that's a nice little treat for the fans of Lord of the Lost. As far as favorite songs are concerned, I have to start with Trümmerkinder. A guitar-heavy song, I would say a guitar-heavy predominant song. It really permeates throughout the track. But to me, this is a song of two different worlds. You have the verses and you have the chorus. In the verses, you have a more heavier song, not only from a guitar perspective, but also from a vocal perspective. And then in the chorus, you have a more melodic guitar riff, a more melodic guitar melody, with also a more melodic vocal delivery. So this really creates a yin and a yang within the song, but it creates a song that's, while seeming unbalanced, it becomes very balanced into that world. It really puts you into a routine. You know you're going to get some heaviness, right, followed by some more melodic parts, followed by some heaviness. It's a really good song, has a really cool dynamic, and it really builds the chorus versus verses part of the song. It's really predominant, that difference between those two key components of the song. Another song that I have to mention to you guys is Schweigen der Lämmer. This is a very haunting track. It starts in a very dark and ominous way, and it is haunting all the way through. The vocals in this song, mixed in with the keyboard melody, are larger than life. This is one of those songs that just feels almost cinematic. It just carries so much weight with it. It's dark and heavy, and I don't mean necessarily heavy from a musical perspective, just heavy from the atmosphere that the song creates. There's a sense of unease. But it's beautiful at the same time. It has such a cool dynamic. The best way to describe it is really with the word haunting. It really has an embrace. It really embraces you. It takes you on a ride. Beautiful ride, but at the same time so dark, so uneasy. What a majestic song that these guys created. It has a sense of being such a big, larger than life, like I said, song. It needs a big screen. It needs something larger. Your headphones and your phone and your playlist is not big enough to hold a song that has this much life, this much energy that just permeates throughout the record. This song to me is by far my favorite song on the record. Another song that I have to mention to you guys is Seine Seele. Seine Seele is a song that really creates a really cool dynamic, specifically with the vocals. This is another song that uses a really cool guitar, a really cool keyboard melody, and there's also a female humming around the pre-chorus into the chorus. I really like that. It added such a vibe, such an atmosphere to the song. A song also that has very hooky chorus. A lot of the songs on this album have a very hooky chorus, really catchy, earworms if you will. And this one is another one of those. This song really is a balance between light and darkness, and the way the song is structured, and the way it comes at you, and the way the vocal delivery comes at you, because even the vocals change. You have verses, and then you have a pre-chorus and a chorus that are very different vocally. The way the vocals come across at certain parts of the song, a lot darker, more subdued, not whispering, but in a very low tone. And then you have a higher tone, a more upbeat tone in certain parts of the song, creating a really cool dynamic vocally, creating a really cool dynamic within the song. A song that's all about beauty and darkness, and that is reflective not only from the music side on how the melodies come across, either more dark or more melodic, more upbeat, but specifically from a vocal perspective. From a vocal perspective, it really is a balance between beauty and darkness, with that lower, darker sounding voice with a more upbeat, beautiful vocal melody that the song has in different parts. Absolutely incredible song. This record is incredible all the way around. I mean, I could pick any song and I couldn't go wrong, because there's no bad songs on this record. A really wonderful job. This album, Ritual, is really unique, really good. It has a really cool structure, really cool sound. It really offers a little bit of everything, different genres thrown at you, and within those genres there's a lot of mixes and moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts, so this album really has something to offer almost to everybody. Everybody will find a song that they will connect with. Everybody will find something that they will enjoy, and this is going to be one of those records that's going to get played a lot, because like I said, every time you listen to it, you will discover something new. But enough of this. I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the band? What are your thoughts on the record? What are your favorite songs? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.